So one of the best pieces of fitness equipment that I see people not using right now, that if they just generally have carpet, they'd be able to tackle, is gonna be a low-tech, high-effect option. A lot of people right now are really utilizing furniture sliders. Furniture sliders are super versatile, they're cheap, and they're gonna be not back ordered like all the other pieces of fitness equipment. These can come into play for a lot of different exercises, and I'm gonna demonstrate some of those for you, just to give you some ideas. So one of the first exercises we can do is gonna be actually a reverse lunge. You're gonna be able to put your foot right here. We're gonna be able to slide back, get to this 90-degree angle, and stand up. Ideally, you're gonna keep most of your weight on this lead leg, and you can tell that I'm gonna be able to kind of rep that out pretty quickly if I'm obviously used to doing lunges, but because this slides so well on carpet, it's gonna feel pretty fluid. One of the other great exercises you can do that a lot of times is underutilized is a mountain climber. So typically for this, I like putting one foot on each. So I have two of them down right now. I'm gonna get in a push-up position. I'm gonna pull one knee to my face without arching my back, and I'm gonna alternate. So this can be done for time or reps. Another awesome option with these furniture sliders is gonna be a knee tuck. We're gonna jump back in that push-up position, and they're just gonna pull both your knees to your face at a time. If that's too easy, you can also go to a pike. So what we're gonna do with that is keep your legs straight, and then we're gonna pull your feet to your face the best you can. If you're kind of having a hard time in between the two, you can do kind of a knee tuck to a pike, and then that way too we can try to loosen up your hamstrings. So what that would look like is we would do that knee tuck, and then we would try to straighten from here, bend your knees again, come back out. So another great exercise you could do with this would be a leg curl. What I like to do is turn it sideways for this. I would dig both my heels into this here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to lift up my hips the best I can, only off the ground a few inches. I'm gonna pull my my feet to my butt. I'm gonna leave my hips up here, and I'm just gonna rep this. So one of the other awesome exercises I really like with this is a reverse plank. Now, if you're not used to reverse plank or you don't have enough mobility in your shoulders, I wouldn't necessarily try this harder variation, but if you wanted to, what we would do is put both your heels on this again. We put your hands on the ground. We're gonna bridge your hips up, and we're gonna pull yourself back here to kind of an L sit, and we're gonna extend again. Another core exercise you could do would be different L-sit kind of knee tucks on here, but we get to leave your legs on the ground. So what we can do is drive into the ground, depress your shoulder blades, and I'm gonna pull my feet to my butt each time, but it's gonna be assisted since my feet are gonna stay on the ground, and my weight's gonna change. So I'm gonna pull to here, and then press back out. Pull to here, press back out. Now you could do that alternating with two if you wanted. That's gonna be a little bit easier option as far as not all of your weight at once. So that would look like this. Now I can make this easy, or if I put more weight on my arms here, I can make this a lot harder in my core. We could also look at doing a type of plank get up or an up down. You could use one or two for this. You could go to a Bodysaw Plank with one or two. So those are just a few examples. There are a ton more exercises we could definitely do with those. Putting them under our hands, doing a ton of different push-up variations. The list could go on and on and on and on. So those are just a few things to get your brain moving. If you have any questions or need a variation suggestion for you personally, feel free to reach out.